In this video we're going to write x squared plus 6x plus 5 in the form x plus p squared plus q. Now if we expand a plus b squared, then a plus b times a plus b is going to be a times a plus b plus b times a plus b, and then we'll do a times a, we get a squared. A times a b gives you ab, b times a gives you ba plus b squared. Now that becomes a squared. Now the middle bit here will become 2ab. Now it's quite important, that 2 is quite important when we come to do this process here, plus b squared. Right, so if we've got x squared plus 6x plus 5 and we want to write it in this form here, the first thing you do is you look at this number here, whatever it is, and you take half of it. The reason you take half of it is because this here is a 2. So you take half of 6 and you rewrite this now as x, and whatever signs here you put here, and then you take half of this number here, put 3, and then you put a little squared sign here. You then add the 5, but in doing this process here you have actually added something in to the expression. So this is going to be equal to this. What you've added in you can find by expanding x plus 3 squared, although there is a quicker way of doing it. If we expand that, you get x squared plus 6x, that's good, x squared plus 6x, but we have added in a 3 squared. Now, because we've added in a 3 squared, in order to balance this thing up, we need to subtract a 3 squared here. And therefore, we've got x squared, x plus 3 all squared, sorry, and then you've got plus 5 minus 9, which is going to be equal to x plus 3 squared plus 5 minus 9 is minus 4. This is now in the correct format, x plus p all squared plus q. Now this process is called completing the square. So if you expand this as it is, it will be equal to this. You'll get back to this. Right, and it's called completing the square because you add something in by writing it in this format. Now the reason for doing that will become apparent later. Okay, so this has been a video to introduce you to the idea of completing the square. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.